Night 5, here we go. Oh. Yeah, Rusty. I thought I was very excited about the announcement by Red Hook that they were changing their system. I think that sounds like a very wise change in approach. And I'm super excited to see the third paths, especially. I think that's going to be awesome. All right, that's all she wrote. And then over here, how many multi-hits are we sitting at right now? That's pretty good. All right, death by 1,000 paper cuts. Yeah, I'm feeling a little starved for XP. Hello, elite. Oh, I took a bit of damage there. Spearman gonna spear, I guess. Elite runner with regeneration. All right. This seems like this may be the hard side, now that I look at it. Yeah, we need to reinforce. I think our hand crossbow person has it under control. Is this worth... How many movement point? I'm getting 2 movement point worth of movement out of that, so I think that's worth doing. But this may be a transfer turn. I don't know that I'm going to get over to a position where I can get any more work done, but that's okay. Just pepper them everywhere, and chances are not all of them will be effective, but yeah, we lost at least one, but that is the power of the hand crossbow for sure. Okay, you're just gonna armor up, and then Wanda's gonna come help Ulysses momentarily. You can't rebuild these gates, so I'm a little bit annoyed that those are getting damaged. Okay, we'll move like that, and then over here... Oh, how did I miss that one? Oh, I didn't? Odd. So we'll just retreat like that, and then... Not too worried about spending these catapult shots, so we'll do that now. Over here... Oops. Now, I think... Yeah, I did take a... Oh. There we go. I did take steady aim, so unfortunately, the quality of my shot kind of goes down over time. As you move forward, you lose range, which is always disheartening. One, 2, 1, 3. There we go. Beautiful. All right. And I might get hit by a runner here. It's possible, but okay. So now for the havoc wreaking. That was underwhelming. Let's see. I'm trying to think what the best way to deal with this is. It's a bit wasteful, but there we go. Now over here, hand crossbow power is unlimited. Unlimited power. Do that, I think. I don't mind that that shot taking him out. That worked out quite nicely. Okay, we missed a couple on this corner here, but that's nothing to worry about, I don't think. Yeah, just having the ballistas for taking out runners is really, really good for business. Do not destroy that wall. Wall is very important to me. Get you, get you, get you twice. Whoever was like, you know what we need? We need a really mobile enemy who is also really dodgy. Was truly a monster. Let's see. Oh, I love the mobility that comes from having a long-range hammer. All cleaned up. I did do something over here, didn't I? Only 3 left. All right. I think we're gonna be okay. There we go. All right, everybody gets level 6, which means we should have good options in the inn. Now I want to get some production buildings going this turn, but let's take a look at the inn first. See what Nils, talk to me. You are a shaman who is determined and inattentive. Looks pretty good to me. Assassination and defense seems good. Welcome to the gang, Nils. Then, whoops. We have more money than we know what to do with, I'm pretty sure. Fur pants. This looks like a clear and present reroll to me. Ooh. Reinforced heavy armor. I like that. Battle Mage Amulet's also interesting, but I think this is pretty good. Mithril Shortbow +3 looks pretty nice. Let's grab that. Okay. So, Nils, you came with a dagger. I love dagger builds. Oh, we have the makings of a of an interesting poison character. Just the fact that that the shop upgrades is so awesome. Hey, hey, Psycho. You know, it's a good question. I think there are lots of things that they could add that would be interesting. I know they're very focused on adding new maps at the moment, which I think is a great addition, but I would love to see more weapons, even though I do think the weapon systems get a little overwhelming. That's my one concern, is that it can be very, like, I understand why they gated the progression of weapons so that you don't start out with so many weapons and you can kind of slowly learn them. But yeah, I would love to see more weapons. I think more perk trees would be really interesting to add. And then, yeah, I think those are the main things that would be the most interesting. Like, in terms of weapons, like, I think there's weapons and armor. I think there's so much room. Like, the systems that they've designed are so nice and flexible that there's a crazy amount of things that they could do with the game that would be really, really interesting. So, okay, so we got a bower. I think I'm going to go for the next item level upgrade here. And then we can do both of these upgrades. So we'll get some more goodies out of that. We need to find Nils a second weapon. They're taunting me with a second hand crossbow, which if these are the options, I might go with. Let's take a look at Nils's tree though before I commit to that. Where are you, Nils? There you are. Does have initiator, does have quantity versus quality, no volatile projectiles. Does have versatility and nimbleness, but none of the other ones. Okay, so yeah, so I think we can go hand crossbow. Let's take a look at the armor. What did we get here? Ooh, legendary kettle helm. I'll probably pick that up. Ooh, that battle mage amulet though is really sweet. Just 14% flat damage. Is that better than a 30% XP gain? Holy cow. I'll get the kettle helm. And then over here, I think it's got to be the hand crossbow. Yeah, we'll go for it. And then we'll put one hand crossbow bro on each side. So you're getting this and the short crossbow. This particular armor, I think I was planning to put on Ulysses. Yeah, might as well. And then this cap here, I was liking the looks of it here because of the opportunism build that we have going on. So I think that's all good. Shyness. Yeah, I think that's interesting, right? So what you're referring to, for those who aren't in the know, is the most recent patch. They changed the way that the balancing happens of items, and there were a lot of people who were intentionally not unlocking certain weapons in order to protect themselves from diluting the item pool from what they consider to be the good weapons. They've now changed it so that it behaves a little differently, and it is a little less advantageous to do that. But yeah, I don't know. I think diversity is fun in this game, and so I'm a little torn because I think that weapon diversity makes the game very kind of rewarding and enjoyable. I'm going to grab the leather cap here, I think, for the propagation damage, because that's better than what Nils is rocking currently. But yeah, I think that they have to be a little judicious about it. And I think what ultimately needs to happen, if we're really going to kind of like talk in more detail about the idea of, say, adding more weapons, is that that particular element of RNG is something that I think they need to add guardrails for how you can tweak it and modulate it, right? If you're looking for a hammer, I feel like having classes of weapons and being able to put, like, lock in that for tomorrow, or I want this production building to focus on a particular type of, say, blunt weapons, would be a hedge against some of the issues that come from people trying to kind of like avoid dilution. All right, we love to see a multi-hit. Holy cow. This is, Nils is getting some hookups on the level ups here. Holy cow, we got an extra action point and multi-hit. And we got 2 nice upgrades there. That was disgusting. We pick up Harvester because that's an easy perk to take. And then Steady Aim feels pretty good, but I think Glass Cannon First Blood is probably where I'm leaning. Longer Weapons is coming in. We don't really need the movement, I don't think. Yeah, so let's get those 2 going, and then we'll get Initiator, and that will that'll get the party started, as it were. Okay. Feeling pretty confident. We did remember to push back the fog this time. That's good. We'll probably start working on upgrades next time. We haven't done the final mine upgrade, but that's on the list. Let's see if there's anything else worth upgrading. Wanda, your Novice Scepter could be replaced with one of these. That's pretty good. The round shield would have been great if we had someone that was building poison, which the fact that we don't is we should get around to that at some point. Yeah, let's pick this. Well, is this one better? Stun chance versus momentum and crit power. I'll take momentum and crit power. I love that there's kind of spare room now in the game for developing characters a little more fully. And then might as well grab a potion. Who has the least move points? Wanda has 7. Yeah, it's going to be Wanda. So, was Wanda the one who had the bad back? No, she was not. All right, let's do more level ups. We only did Nils, after all. Crit. Our physical damage is a little low here. Should have probably taken the crit and not gone so deep here, but I like getting up to the 20s for accuracy. That remains my sweet spot. Relentless sounds good. We're getting to the point where I think investing in Runic Gift is going to be pretty nice for the extra trinket slot. So let's go ahead and grab that. Wow, how is Char's range damage so bad? Also, her accuracy needs some serious love. Thrifty is probably good here. I'm eyeing Human Ballista in the near future. I wish there was it's very hard to make blood magic work with a non-melee who doesn't have vampirism. I feel like there needs to be some options there. I think we're gonna go Runic Gift again. And then we already have a staggering amount of magic damage. I don't think we can take advantage of a large health pool, unfortunately. So I think we just keep stacking magic damage. Get that accuracy into the sweet spot. Okay. And then let's make sure we're far enough forward that we're not going to get too much flack. Yeah, more perks I think would be very welcome, Andrew. And specifically, right, so the way that I think about perks these days is, right, you have these columns, right? And I would love to see them add more different columns that have, you know, so basically, you know, additional specializations. One other thing, Psycho, to go back to the other part of your question, the other thing that I really think they need to do is this magic tree needs to be more focused on magic damage, and this needs to be rebranded as the mana tree, and mana should be one of the columns that you can get here. So those are the other things. All right, let's get this party started. Oh, I didn't spend any of my resources. Oops, we'll spend them next time. Into night 6. We got bats. I don't like how the RNG perk makes heroes already. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Harvester as an example is just so strong that it's like that's the one that I'm always kind of looking for. And I agree. You know, I think that that can be problematic. That's pretty good because you don't know what you're getting. You know, you can see a character in character select and be like, well, I have no idea what this character is going to look like. And that is also very unfortunate. I like the idea of when you select a character, kind of knowing approximately what you're getting. And that's something that even now in the inexperience, you don't necessarily have, which is rather frustrating. Whoa. That guy died before. That was a little weird. There we go. Now I can, whoops. Hello. Are we still out of range on this guy? Yeah, I can. That should be good enough. And then over here, I'm tempted to use a blaze, but I think it would be extremely wasteful. That would be pretty wasteful too. I think we can probably just mow everybody down without too much. We got the 2 hits on the movers, or excuse me, on the ones that have dodge, and then missed the bat. Precious. Our spear is starting to fall off. We'll need to be a little mindful of that. Okay. Didn't quite clear everything out on that round. Well, that was a weird camera movement there. Oh, my favorite barricade has fallen. But yeah, I think there is a design discussion to be had around the fact that they have created a situation in which adding things can sometimes feel punishing because it makes the game less predictable. And I think that is a problem that they will need to address. Okay, this is almost comically easy. I have to make sure that I spread the XP a little bit, but other than that, there are some available over here. Did we use all our action points here? No, we did not. And that is some hammer reach right there. All right. But yeah, I think to have a game like this, I do think that there is importance to the randomness of like, how do I adapt to it, right? It's like, you know, paths in Darkest Dungeon or quirks in Darkest Dungeon. And so, you know, I see the necessity of randomness, but I feel like what you need to do is you need to find a way to counterbalance that randomness with opportunities for the player to develop agency, right? So how do you make it if someone is going for a poison build? How do you make it so that they can actually realize that that dream and get access to strong staffs? And how do you do that in a way where they have to kind of play adaptively, but then once they do, they can benefit from it? And I think that's challenging, to say the least. But so far, I think they've navigated it reasonably well, with the exception of, as we were just discussing, the things like perks and weapons have a tendency to feel like, oh, great, they're adding more stuff to the game, now I can't reliably get any of the stuff that I wanted or needed. Ooh. Thought I had more multi-hits there. Spending mana a little recklessly just because I think we have way more than we need. Okay, I almost didn't act over on this side at all. I miss Fatality, as always. The crossbow definitely, the range fall off when you haven't built a lot of accuracy is pretty punishing. But I don't think we're in any jeopardy whatsoever. Okay, I take it back. One errant runner puts the hurt on Nils in ways I did not expect. How much daily health regen do you have? All right, you'll get... Nils will recover. I didn't check if we had a third eye either, actually, on Nils. We do not. We have Perseverance. Whoops. How do we get over to this bat? That is the important question that we need to answer here. Why did that say dodged at the same time? Oh, is it Mirror Shield? I got it. All right, so I think we need a bit more retreat in us, and then get you on the way out. Yeah, the spear has officially fallen off. So we'll need to deal with that. These bats are dodgier than I remember them. Like, for real. It's only 16% dodge. We have one baddie left. Let me give it to Nils. Nils took the hit. Thanks, Nils. There we go. The good news is with a glass cannon, you only need a little bit of HP to get things going again. Ooh, Nils did not get the level up. Okay, we're getting lots of goodies now. That's probably what we're going to do. So we're looking for a new melee weapon. Let's get all the cash out of there. Fire those guys off. All right, now we'll start looking at what is on offer. Medium worn armor. The Brigandine is good. That's pretty solid. A +3 rifle with a ton of range damage on it. Don't think that's what I'm into, though. A one-handed pistol +3, though, with 17% range damage seems really good. I did want a longbow. So, are we going to give this to someone to use in conjunction? No, this doesn't make sense to give to someone. I think we go with a silver hand crossbow. It's a nice shield. Another Brigandine, though, I think is good. Yes, Jacob. So you get one reroll per night from the first unlock, and then multi-hits on an axe. And then there are apparently 2 more unlocks to unlock more rerolls, which I think is going back to what Shyness was mentioning, I think is a good system to have in place, right? Rerolls are a good way to mitigate RNG a bit. I don't think we want any of these. I mean, these fur pants are better than nothing. They have a nice chunk of accuracy on them after all. So who is our person who is really low on accuracy? I feel like Nils, your accuracy, hold on, let's take a look here. Ulysses' accuracy is 24. Chiara's 16, Wanda's 29, Nils is 18. So 16. So Chiara, you're getting the fur pants. And then, oh, we did have propagation bounces on this. I guess Nils, you get that Brigandine. And then I believe Chiara was the one who had an insane amount of isolation. Yeah, 150. So I think swapping in the longbow here is going to be very good for business. And then propagation bounces versus 9%. And health. I think this is... Wait a second. Nils is the glass cannon. Let's give him the health, because that actually makes a not insignificant difference. And then I don't think 1 propagation bounce is worth getting stuck on that item. That looks like our replacement spear. I'm almost sure of it. Yes. Nice. Thank you, game. I was just saying the spear was starting to fall off. The game listens. The mithril sledge, though, is also in need of upgrade. Let's see. See if there's anything else interesting over here. The rusty buckler is not terrible. Oh, mage hat. Thank you. I think I'm going on a spending spree on this one. Ooh. Mystic Elven Boots with big chunk of propagation damage seems pretty good. Because as a reminder, we have a lot of spare slots now. So, like for instance, Chiara, you already have this And you have that. I guess nils. You're getting that hat, so we lose a bit of propagation damage, but then we can offset it that way. And then a little bit of extra crit there. Propagation damage. I'll take bounces over propagation damage, so I think this is dead in the water. This hat is decent, but I just want to get Nils's multi-hits up a bit. And then with 190, we want 300 for the item level. We already did these. We pushed back the fog. We need to do 180 for the accommodations. I actually think I might do mine plus plus, though. And then all of our production buildings, let's get one more of those going. And then I also think we should get ourselves a blacksmith. Ah, welcome back, Doodle. You were missed. Okay, let's see what the armor makers came up with for us. I feel like maybe there's someone who just hasn't gotten a chest upgrade. Maybe not. No? Our chests are pretty well done. The winged helm, though. Our helms were pretty good, too. So I think it's just the reinforced shield, but it's not great. What do we have here? Not that interesting. Not that interesting. Not that interesting. Okay, so we grabbed this one just for selling, I guess. And then same here. I think all three of these. The shield we can find a home for, but why hello. I think I will struggle to pronounce your name, but welcome. If you give me a phonetic pronunciation, I'd be happy to try to figure it out. I'm gonna call you Woe for the time being. Okay, we can put this here, although this needs to be upgraded. And then with 78 left, are there any interesting upgrades? We could upgrade the bower, which would be good. The shop upgrade isn't terrible. I might actually just roll the shop once and see if anything particularly interesting comes about. Ooh, like that adamantium hand crossbow is a huge upgrade for Nils. But we're a little too broke for it. Maybe we can get there. Because like Nils, I think would benefit greatly from that. Let's see. So this shield, this was a shield that I liked, but we can sell that for 13. That might get us most of the way there. Voight. I will call you Voight for the time being. Hopefully that's an okay foreshortening. So let's see. We're at 68. This will put us at 78.81. So we're one off being able to buy this. So we need to sell one other thing. That shield that we just got over here is pretty much trash on Chiara. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. But yes, welcome nonetheless, Voight. Grab this. And now Nils gets a new hand crossbow. Whoops. There we go. And I think we are ready to do some level ups. I was trying to invest in dodge here because we have adrenaline rush. When birds get trapped places, Doodle, not that this bird is particularly trapped, but it drives me a bit crazy. Ooh, I'll pick up a big stun chance here. The mana would have also been nice. Human Ballista is almost always the way forward. And then I'll take range damage on Shiara. And resistance reduction. We'll get a little bit of piercing going. Human Ballista. There, we may notice a pattern here. I almost always will go for Human Ballista. And then our crit is not that high, but a big crit power bump nonetheless. Yeah, I agree, Voight. I think that is something that needs to be worked on a bit. Range is very, very strong, and hand crossbows in particular are extremely strong. Let's see. Let's repair walls. Let's see how expensive that is. That was like 100 right there. I think I may start reinforcing some walls here, just with the cheap stuff. Yeah, APOC 5 is where I start to run into a lot of troubles. I have yet to beat Glenwall on APOC 5, which is its own special kind of frustrating for me. I need to get back to it, but I really wanted to see the new bosses. So that is why I am playing on unmodified non-APOC at the moment. Feel free to call me a coward. All right, let's do it. But I really want to see the boss, and at higher APOCs, I can't move nearly as quickly.